Hello, my loves. Welcome back to the It Girl Mindset. I'm so happy to be in your ear or on your screen today. Today is something very relevant because, as you know, the holidays are coming up. And when I was really struggling with my body and a lot of just body health anxiety, I really struggled with the holidays. They used to stress me out so much. I thought I had to choose between enjoying the holidays, feeling like shit in my body, and losing progress on my goals. Or on the other hand, I thought I would have to be so strict with my diet and exercise plan and then not enjoy the holidays at all. So I want to talk about some tips to help you stay healthy through the holidays and just keep the motivation going without giving up the fun of the holiday season. Welcome to the It Girl Mindset, where I help you step into the next level version of yourself by mastering your mindset, manifesting your deepest desires, and connecting deeply with your body. It's about becoming the most authentic, radiant, unapologetic, and unbothered version of yourself. Together, we're going to chat about how to unlock your true potential and create a life that feels as good as it looks. If you're ready to become the healthiest, hottest, and most abundant version of yourself, you're in the perfect place. Let's get into it. Before we get into the episode, please rate and review the show. If you're on Spotify, you just click the stars at the top. If you're on Apple Podcasts, you can leave a written review. It really helps the podcast grow. And again, I know how easy it is to not do it. So if you do, it just means the absolute world to me. Okay, let's get into the episode. So you guys know, you're my girlies. I always have to say a bit of a background story because I think it's really important to really just know what is actually healthy and what isn't. And I've been on both sides because when I was really struggling with my body, my health and body anxiety would look like feeling super stressed out about going to a holiday event, feeling like I was going to binge on all of the food and embarrass myself, or feel like I was going to, maybe eat too healthy and then people would judge me for that, right? As you guys know at this point, I have in the past been a very chronic overthinker, still something I'm working on today, but it's kind of this over analyzing everything. Do I get to have fun and enjoy holidays or do I not? Do I eat the cookie? Do I not? Do I, be strict with myself so I can make sure that I really am conquering my goals, or do I have to just be miserable and not eat dessert and just restrict myself, right? Again, this really falls into that all or nothing category of I'm either all on eating super healthy and being super restrictive, or I'm all off and I'm just going to binge on everything. And what I really have taught in my practice is just there's the gray area, right? We don't have to be all or nothing. And again, from personal experience, I still struggle with this sometimes where I'm like, I want to go so hard and be all in. And while yes, that's fun sometimes, you end up burning yourself out anyway. So it's like you might as well have this happy medium in between where you can enjoy your life and you can be balanced, but also you're still treating your body in a way that is respectful. You're, nourishing your body not only physically, right, with the foods that we're eating, but also emotionally, being kind to ourselves through this whole process. So we're going to go through 3 tips today, okay? And this is me, as you know. I'm a certified holistic health coach. I'm a certified mindset and subconscious reprogramming coach. I've also helped hundreds of women lose weight and reach their dream body, but do it in a way that's sustainable, where they're still enjoying their lives and also just being so kind to themselves, okay? Loving themselves in the process, not giving up their life, right? Because I think it's so easy to be like, well, I have a body goal, so I'm just going to, or even just want to stay healthy. So I'm going to, again, just be so restrictive, but there's so many things that go into our life, right? It's not so black and white. There's so much more that goes into it, okay? And it's important that you look at all of those different aspects, knowing that they all impact each other and they all flow and work together, okay? Because I could easily be like, okay, if body's your number one goal, don't eat the cookies, don't do this, stop going out to happy hour. It's like, what? Then you're losing out on all this fun part of life that's really important to the human experience. It also affects your soul, right? Which is also very, very important in this life, right? So again, there's so many aspects that go into this. But anyways, Now, let's get into the 3 tips. Number 1 is that you might eat more food, and that's okay. The stress is going to do so much worse than the food itself. And this all comes down to your nervous system, right? If we are in fight or flight and you're in that constant overthinking, like, oh my gosh, do I eat the cookie? Do I not? Do I go to this event or not? Do I restrict myself or not? All this overthinking is signaling to your nervous system that we are in danger. We need to run away from this bear. We need to run away from this tiger because our body is in danger, right? When we are dysregulated in that sense, and I know I've talked about this a bunch, but your nervous system does not know the difference between overthinking about eating a cookie or a stressful email from your boss or a tiger or bear chasing you, okay? I am not being dramatic. That is genuinely what your mind and your body does not know the difference between, okay? Our bodies have not adapted and evolved as quickly as our environment and world has, okay? So knowing that, if your body's in this survival mode of, oh my gosh, a bear is chasing me, your body does not focus on digestion. It doesn't balance all of your hormones. Its only focus is survival, okay? So your heart rate might increase. Your digestion is going to slow down, right? Because all of these things take second behind survival, okay? So that's why the stress of you thinking about the food or stressing about the event or stressing about the food or stressing about your health, whatever it may be, that is doing more harm than just being grounded and present, knowing, okay, you know what? I have some holiday events. I don't want to restrict myself. I want to go and enjoy myself. I'm going to eat maybe a little bit more than I typically do, okay? The thing is, those holiday events, whether you have 1, 4, 10, whatever it may be, those days are not what's going to ruin your progress or keep you feeling uncomfortable in your body. What will is all those in-betweens, right? Because it's so easy to be like, oh, it's the holiday season. Every single day I'm going to, not take care of my body and not respect my body. When in reality, it's important to be able to say, okay, it's the holiday season. I want to enjoy myself, but also I still have respect for my body and I'm still going to take care of it in the way that I know I need to, okay? Do you see the difference between that? It's not about restriction, but it is about self-respect in not just throwing all of your healthy habits out the window because of the holiday season, okay? I'm not going to dive too much into regulating your nervous system. Again, I have a ton of episodes on that, but if you're feeling stressed about the holidays, the food, whatever it may be, I just want you to pause, take a few deep breaths, hear a couple sounds around you, maybe pick a color, and then find a few objects around you, okay? A great way to regulate your nervous system is to bring presence into your body, okay? Even just saying, I am safe, I am grounded, right? Doing some EFT tapping. I know EFT tapping feels so freaking weird. I know. I honestly, even being in the personal development world, I was like, I just can't see myself doing EFT tapping because you're like tapping on different parts of your body, but it really does work. Even today, I was on a walk and I literally was tapping. I was doing EFT tapping on my walk. So honestly, it's really a powerful way because, again, regulating your nervous system is about body. It's about your body, right? It's not about your mind. While yes, body and mind are always in connection, and that's why doing things to bring yourself in the present moment, like finding colors or hearing sounds, whatever it may be, that is very mind heavy, but EFT tapping is body heavy because you're literally regulating your nervous system by tapping on different pressure points in your body. So it's more physical than it is mental when it comes to regulating in that way. So if you're at a party and you're feeling yourself get stressed out, go to the bathroom and just do a couple taps. Or again, go stand outside, feel the breeze on your skin. Again, anything that can really bring you into the present moment. Okay, number 2 is to have goals, but set realistic expectations. Okay. You guys know I hate the word realistic. I hate it when it comes to setting goals. I want you to be a dreamer. I want you to think big, right? But in terms of setting yourself up for success, it's really important that you're not like, okay, I'm going to go to all these holiday parties and I'm going to be a healthy queen. I'm not going to eat any desserts. I'm not going to drink if you do drink. I'm not going to, have anything that could, make me gain weight. And again, I'm saying this because I'm speaking from personal experience, because these were the thoughts that went on in my brain. I was like, if I eat this food, it's going to make me gain weight, which is, again, a whole completely different talk about when it comes to body recomposition. Anyways, but we're not going to go into that. So set yourself up for success, okay? Because if you tell yourself, I'm going to go to all these holiday parties, woohoo, it's going to be so fun, but I'm going to restrict myself. No dessert, no this, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. And then you go to the party and you end up eating all of the desserts, drinking all the wine, doing all the blah, 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 right? You end up doing completely opposite of what you say you're going to do. That's where you start to lose trust with yourself. That's where you start to not believe yourself when you say you're going to do the things you say you're going to do. You're like, well, how am I supposed to trust myself now? Because I said I was going to be healthy. I went and I binged, and so I just can't trust myself. I just don't do the things I say I'm going to do. See how that is so much worse for your self-trust and your belief in yourself, instead of saying, okay, you know what? I'm going to go to these holiday parties. What I'm going to do is, okay, and this is food specifically. I'm not going to talk about drinking. I don't drink anymore. Alcohol is addictive in itself, so it's a little bit harder to just say, I'm going to have 1 glass or 2 glasses of wine, whatever it may be. So I'm talking more food specific here. So this is an example of what I would do. Hello, my loves. A quick break because I want to tell you about something really special I'm opening up for a few of you. If you've been feeling like you know all of the habits and healthy meals to reach your dream body, but you can't get yourself to actually follow through, or maybe you continue to set body goals, but you keep slipping back into the same self-sabotaging cycles over and over again, then this is for you. I'm so excited to announce that I'm now offering single mind rewire sessions. Inside these sessions, I'll guide you through my signature subconscious reprogramming method for your body journey. It clears the internal patterns that keep you stuck so you can finally show up and stay consistent with your goals. This is a single one-to-one session designed to create a deep shift in one powerful sitting. In our session, we'll get crystal clear on your body goals, get to the root of what's holding you back, rewire those beliefs and patterns, and then build a custom 3-month aligned action plan based on your specific goals, emotions, and blocks. This is so you can walk away knowing not just what to do, but actually feeling capable and confident to do it. You'll also get a mind rewiring recording so you can continue letting go of beliefs that are keeping you stuck anytime you need. No more emotional eating on stressful days, no more outsourcing your body to diets or rules that don't actually work for you, no more copying influencer workout plans hoping that this one's going to change everything, and no more all or nothing days, starting over on Monday or spiraling when you step on the scale. This is where you begin your journey to truly trusting your body and working with it and not against it. I'm only opening up a few spots each month so I can go deep with each one of you. If you're ready to finally show up as a version of you who has her dream body, this is your moment. You can now book your mind rewire session through the link in the show notes. I can't wait to work with you. Okay, back to the episode. I would do because I'm an appetizer girly. I want to ball out on the appetizers, if I'm being honest. I don't want to restrict myself in any way, shape, or form with the appetizers. So I know the appetizers, especially Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever it may be, I'm going to eat whatever I want for the appetizers. I'm not going to restrict. I'm going to have all of the things that I want to. Then for dinner, because usually, honestly, if I'm being so real, my personal experience, I don't know, for dinner, especially even like on Thanksgiving and Christmas, I don't know, it feels boring and bland. Unless there's ham. I told you guys I think this on my birthday every year we have ham and sweet potatoes, and it's just chef's kiss, and I will never get tired of that. For dinner, though, it's usually like turkey or like prime rib, and I don't know, don't come at me. I feel like everybody loves prime rib, but I just don't personally like it that much. So I'm going to go for the more healthy options for the dinner portion, where it's like, okay, I'm going to make sure I'm loading up on all of the veggies that's there. I'm going to have some protein. I force myself to have it, even if I don't love turkey. I'm like, it's okay. We're going to have some sort of protein. And then, yeah, if I want sweet potatoes, heck yeah, I'm going to go for it. But if there's like other stuff, like the bread, I just like don't really care that much about bread and butter. Like I'd rather eat 10 cookies than have a piece of bread and butter. Okay, obviously those don't exactly correlate, but you get what I'm saying. Like I'm a sweet girly, so I want to, again, I would ball out on the appetizers because that's what I want to eat and that's what's fun for me. Have a super healthy, nutrient-dense dinner portion. And then for dessert, I'd be like, okay, cool. I'm going to have like maybe 1 to 2 cookies or 1 or 2 little desserts, whatever it may be. I don't want you to do exactly what I'm saying that I do, because you have different likes, you have different interests in terms of what satisfies you and what doesn't. So it's really important to be like, okay, maybe you love the dessert and that is like your holy grail. Maybe you're like, I don't really like appetizers that much. Sometimes I just do it because I'm bored and feel like maybe a little social anxiety. So I usually eat appetizers, even though that's not actually what I want. So knowing that and being aware of that, you're like, okay, cool. So I'm just going to pause and maybe I'm going to get some sparkling water or whatever it may be instead of eating the appetizers. And then dinner, maybe you're like, yeah, I can kind of go either way. So maybe you're like, eating super nutrient dense dinner. And then for the dessert, you're like, no, this is my jam. I want to eat all the dessert. Bam, do it. See how you're doing it in a way that's actually working for you because it's based on your likes and your dislikes, but you're still creating that balance, right? You're not like, I'm going to go out on every single thing, right? Because again, that's probably not going to make you feel good. Again, even one night of going all out though on everything is not going to affect your progress. It's the in-between. So I still want to make that very, very clear. But you're probably not going to feel very good physically if you ball out on the appetizers, the wine, the desserts, the dinner, everything. Okay? So I just want to make that really clear. It's not about restriction at all. Nope, because you know what happens when we restrict? That's exactly what we want to do. If we are like, I can't eat that, I can't eat the dessert, no, dessert, that's bad, no, guess what you're thinking about the whole time? And also, no one likes to be told what to do, even ourselves, right? The part of our brain that wants restriction, there's that other side of us that's like, don't tell me what to do. That's why I really struggled with binge eating for so long, because I restricted myself so much. And then as soon as my willpower gave out, it was like, see, like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm going to eat this. And then I go crazy. Okay? So again, set realistic expectations. Maybe also too, you can bring a healthy version of a dessert or a meal if you have to bring something too that you know you can eat and it's going to make you feel good, right? So there's always that option too. Number 3 is to visualize yourself going to these holiday parties and visualizing what you want to happen, not what you don't want to happen, okay? Because if you are in an anxious spiral, just being like, okay, I'm going to go to this party and I'm going to binge and I'm so worried and I'm going to do all these things and blah, 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 right? Like in a negative way, that's probably what's going to happen because you're practicing that in your brain. You're serially manifesting that because you're practicing that in your brain over and over again. And your brain doesn't know the difference between real and imagined. So especially in, heightened anxiety, if you're a more anxious girly or, maybe you're a bit of an empath and you feel other people's energy, that's ultimately very dysregulating. And so when you are dysregulated, you go to that event, whatever, you're going to be acting in your default mode network because that's a part of your brain that essentially is working on autopilot, okay? That autopilot is going to be what you've practiced essentially in your head. And if that's what you don't want to happen, that's what's going to happen because again, you're in that default mode network where it's like, okay, cool. I'm just going to go on autopilot because this doesn't take as much energy. There's a part of your brain that turns off when you're dysregulated that controls willpower. So willpower is going to be so much harder if you're in a dysregulated state. Again, speaking from personal experience, because I have been an anxious, overthinking girly who used to really struggle with social anxiety. So there was no willpower happening when I went to parties when I was nervous about being around people, right? There was no part of me that could really consciously think through my, just eating to eat instead of actually enjoying what I was eating or listening to my hunger and fullness cues, right? It was none of that. It was like, holy shit, there's so many people here. Should I be, talking to them? Do I look awkward, right? Like there was no willpower happening for me, a past version of me. Okay. What's up, you guys? We're taking a quick little break here because I want to tell you about something that I made for you completely free. Since I'm in my soft girl discipline era, I actually put together a 6-week soft girl discipline reset. It's a Notion dashboard designed to help you get back on track without the pressure. Inside, you will find 15 full workouts that combine strength and Pilates so you can feel strong, toned, and confident in just 6 weeks. Inside the dashboard, you'll find a habit tracker, daily nutrition goal, and even a weekly check-in system. You can completely customize your own habits so they actually fit your lifestyle too. And if you love structure as much as I do, you can even sync it directly to a calendar so your reset flows seamlessly with your day. Imagine how you'll feel 6 weeks from now, lighter, more energized, clear-headed, and proud of the discipline you've built in a way that feels soft, feminine and sustainable. Honestly, can't believe I'm giving this away for free, but if you are ready for that fresh start, grab the 6-week reset through the link down in the show notes today. Okay, back to the episode. Again, back to that visualizing it. When you visualize, again, your brain doesn't know the difference between real or imagined, so visualize yourself going and being that confident version of you and, eating how you want, going through, maybe you are going all out on the appetizers and then choosing healthy meals, right? Visualize yourself listening to your hunger and fullness cues. Like you can literally visualize yourself eating dinner, stopping as soon as you feel full, and then being able to, put your plate down and just continue having amazing conversations with the people around you, right? Visualize what you want, not what you don't want. Again, this is so powerful. So many of my past clients have done this and just have raved about how it drastically changed how they went to parties and events and weren't feeling stressed about the food and went and did exactly what they practiced in their mind that they were going to do. So it's so, so powerful, okay? And you can literally do it for 30 seconds, okay? You can do it before you go to the party, you can do it on your way, maybe your boyfriend's driving you or significant other is driving you, and you just close your eyes and visualize yourself, okay? Do it a couple times though, because if you just do it once, but then you've been spiraling the rest of the time, that's not enough to, again, we want the default to be, okay, I see myself going and I'm being confident and I'm talking to people and I'm, choosing healthy foods that make me feel good, right? That's what we want the default to be. Lastly, I just wanted to kind of say a bonus tip because I think this is really important too. Kind of going back to that all or nothing, right? How can you continue your healthy habits in a way that's fun during the holidays, right? Maybe you're on a family trip and you want to choose one healthy habit a day, right? Okay, cool. Maybe you usually go on a morning walk. Can you invite your maybe niece or your mom or whatever on a walk with you, okay? It's like, how can you make these more fun, even during the holidays? Like, baking is a big part of the holidays, right? And I don't want you to feel like you need to miss out on that, but how could you make it fun and healthy, right? It's like, okay, maybe instead of making cookies this way, I'm going to make a healthy cookie that I know is going to make me feel good. Or with working out, maybe you don't go to the gym and do your normal workout routine because you want to spend time with family. But again, maybe you do commit to a just 30-minute walk to yourself, or maybe you do commit to some mindset work in the morning. Okay. Again, it's not about restriction. It's not about all or nothing. It's about fitting the healthy habits into your life. And all of our lives are very different. We have different likes and dislikes. But again, I just want to reiterate that this is not about restriction at all. It's so important that you start to rewire your brain to think of health as fun and self-respect and enjoyable rather than, I have to take care of my body because I have to look a certain way and I'm going to be self-conscious of if I'm not. Do you see how different those energies are, right? One is from so much love and respect for yourself and your body, and the other is fear and scarcity. And like I said, no one likes to be told what to do, even you telling yourself what to do sometimes, okay? So rewire your neural pathways to start to incorporate health as, any little thing you do for your health during the holidays is a win. And honestly, every day, right? Maybe that's drinking a green juice. Maybe that's going on a walk. Maybe that's meditating, right? You don't have to keep the same routines every single day. It's about figuring out how you can bring those healthy habits into your everyday life, whether that's on a trip, whether you're going to a holiday party, right? It's really about figuring out too what works for your body in your life, okay? We are all bio individuals. You don't have my body. I don't have your body. You don't have my likes and dislikes. I don't have your likes and dislikes. So my health is going to look so much different than your health. Okay, my loves, that wraps up this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave any comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.